Thursday. Thanks for joining us here on 9 News and 9 News Watch for a look at your detailed Colorado weather forecast. I'm meteorologist Chris Bianchi in the 9 News Weather Center. And you take a look outside, it is hazy a little bit. Not as hazy as what we saw yesterday, but we still have some of that haze in the sky. Still some clouds, and I think we're going to see some storms, especially south of I-70 as we get into your day tomorrow. By the way, some good news passed along. Our Facebook application is back up, so if you're watching us on Facebook Live, feel free to type in some of those Colorado weather questions below, and I'll try and get to as many of those as possible. But in the meantime, certainly all eyes on that Colorado weather forecast, and right now those temperatures, a really good part of it, right? It is not nearly as hot as it's been. How about that for you in Leadville? 55 right now, Kremling at 59, Saguache at 61. So many of us in the mountains still trapped in with that much cooler air mass. Sounds fine by me. It is the second day of meteorological fall after all, so finally feeling a bit more fall-like. Now, 81 for us in Denver for today. It won't feel fall-like next week. I'll show you that in just a second. Only 61 in Leadville. Of course, you're at elevation there. 80 in Grand Junction for friends on the western slope. In southeast Colorado, Prowers and Baca counties, topping out low to mid-90s as usual. Our hot spot in the southeastern corner, the hot corner of the state. Thank you for tolerating that. Meantime, clouds for us into the mountains, really from the San Luis Valley on north into the West Elks, the Maroon Bells, seeing some of that cloud cover, and a few showers for us in the southwestern corner of the state, out by Telluride and Ouray, where we're seeing, again, a few of those hit or miss showers. Most of those should be fairly light in nature, but later on today we do develop a few storms in the foothills west of Denver. Now, a couple things to keep in mind. I think the burn scar threat in terms of the flash flood threat for the burn scars, it should be fairly low today because most of the action will be along and south of I-70. And of course, the burn scars are mainly north of I-70 and the East Troublesome burn scar, the Cameron Peak burn scar. Those are in Larimer, the Calwood burn scar. That's in Boulder, Grand, and Larimer counties, north of I-70. So again, when we're talking about south of I-70, we tend to avoid the worst of the burn scar flooding. That looks to be the case for today. That said, along and south of the Palmer Divide, we'll see some pretty strong storms develop. Denver, we do have some storms around. I'll show you that in detail in just a second. But we do have, again, a greater chance the further south you get from Denver, better chance for a storm. And notice that time frame, top right-hand side of your screen there. I'm talking about maybe some overnight storms hanging around for us along the I-25 corridor, and then we see one or two of those try and lift north into Denver through the overnight time frame. Could wake up to a bit of a cloudy and showery scene, especially east of Denver for your Friday morning. Closer look in here at the Front Range. Again, better chance as you head south. You head south of C470. You'll see some of those showers, storms around, and also into the foothills. We'll have one or two of those around as well. But again, better chance you head south and west of Denver for a storm today. Downtown, we do have the chance for storms, so don't want to mislead you here and say that there's not a chance for us in Denver. I would say it's about 20-30% shot that we see a storm in Denver. But again, as you head south of Highlands Ranch, you get into Douglas as well as in Elbert counties and southern Jeffco, southern Jefferson County, and into Park County. That's where you see the best chance for a storm later on today. Now, new drought monitor update is in today. Every Thursday we get the new update. This map updates once a week on Thursday. And we do have into southwest Colorado some notable improvements, but don't want to be a bit of a negative Nancy here, but you look into eastern Colorado, and we have seen a little bit of growth in terms of those drought conditions east of I-25. That is as a result of a dry summer through the eastern plains. Again, along I-25, we're still okay. We had a kind of hit or miss shower and storm summer for us in Denver and Colorado Springs. And again, western Colorado still dealing with the worst of the drought conditions, though we've seen some very, very notable improvement through the summer. The worst of the drought conditions currently in northwest Colorado. Tonight, we drop down to 60 degrees. Scattered showers, storms. We're going to probably be mainly cloudy for your night tonight. Maybe, again, a break or two in that cloud cover through tonight, but we don't really care about that through the overnight hours, do we? We could see some of those shower storms. Again, better chance to head south of Denver, so Colorado Springs, Palmer Divide, better chance to storm and some of that rainfall overnight. Tomorrow, we'll see some scattered shower storms, and I think tomorrow for Denver proper, we're probably going to have a better chance for storms tomorrow than today. We're going to get a weak little system that drops way on through, and that'll kind of enhance our rainfall tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. So again, for areas along and north of I-70 tomorrow afternoon could be a bit on the stormy side. Could see some damaging winds and some large hail from I-25 on east, and then we'll see those shower storms that clear on off to the east. But tomorrow we do have a level 1 risk in terms of that possibility for severe weather. That includes virtually all of eastern Colorado, kind of DIA on east. pretty much all of Larimer and Adams and Arapahoe, as well as Elbert counties and El Paso County on east. Forecast highs for tomorrow, a little warmer than today, not a whole lot warmer, though the mountains will be probably noticeably warmer for your day tomorrow, with highs in the 60s and 70s in the mountains and some 80s for us along the eastern plains. But if you're hoping for this little cooler spell to be a bit of a precursor to fall-like weather, think again. Look at that for next week. We really warm back up again. By the way, if you're making some weekend plans and you're looking for the best day to make some of those, Sunday looks a lot drier than Saturday. So if you got, I don't know, park day or something like that in mind for the weekend, go with Sunday over Saturday. It does look to be a lot sunnier for the back half of the weekend. Then next week, we warm back up again, and we are right back into the 90s before you know it, and it'll stay hot through much of next week. And also, again, mainly on the dry side, that could pull in some wildfire smoke, so unfortunately prepare for some lousy air quality starting Sunday and working through the upcoming week. Thanks for joining us here on 90s Watch for a look at that detailed Colorado forecast. Just checking a quick look here at some of those comments and questions. Carol asking where that haze is coming from, and that is mainly ground ozone. We're seeing the combination of warmer temperatures along with that sunlight, and that is leading to that ground ozone to form. We are seeing a little bit of that wildfire smoke, but that has kind of petered on out after that system moved its way on through overnight. And Daniel asking about severe weather today or this weekend. Tomorrow will probably be the main day for severe weather in eastern Colorado, though maybe a slight chance as we get into Saturday as well, especially into far northern Colorado. But again, I think tomorrow will probably be the main day in terms of that possibility for severe storms, so not everyone's going to see those as well. So thanks again for joining us here on 9 News Watch for a look at that detailed Colorado weather forecast. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow.